Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here, Safi Financial Network, March 27, 2025. Another daily analysis, S&P 500. We just got a doji bar here today. We just got a sell-off yesterday, and this is kind of like the evening start that we can see. This is kind of like a correction within this bullish momentum. I would say, even if you're kind of like worried about the market, I don't think we are gonna just see another kind of like getting back to the downside. I'm gonna tell you exactly the level that you need to watch, and that's gonna be very, very important. Tomorrow is gonna be Friday, and it's gonna be a weekly close. That's gonna be very important. S&P 500, we just got a wave down within this bull trend. So we may need to see another potential breakout to 57.77 to 58.54. That's the area that I think a market will show some kind of like a resistance here. So this is the first level of the resistance in market, just to show the doji bar after yesterday's sell-off. This means market actually is not in a panic phase. VIX is up, yeah, but it's not that up that you think market is panicking. I would say this is going to be wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down for potential another wave up to 57.77 to 58.54. I would say this is the area that everyone needs to keep an eye on. 58.54 to 59.54. This 100 level is going to be very, very important. Look at this massive choppy supply area here. And this just happens within this pivot, and in just breaking through to the downside after that. You see the sell-off was kind of like accelerating to the downside to 5,500. On the bull side, if we get some kind of like a volatility to the downside, I mean, like if you're getting below 55.50 on a weekly basis, which is going to be tomorrow, the warning sign is going to be 5,600. If we test this 5,600 tomorrow, and we are getting below this on a weekly close, I would say we are kind of like getting back to the downside, potentially 51 to 51.50 is coming down the road. This is going to be wave down, correction, and then sharp sell-off on another 5,000 level. Right now, this is just a guess. This is estimation. This is not accurate wave count or whatever you want to call. I'm kind of like in favor of or inclined into price action, supply demand analysis rather than Elliott waves, because I don't think Elliott wave is going to be strong. I know lots of people out there, they are kind of like illusion, but I'm not calling myself illusion. I have limited clue, actually very limited knowledge of that one, but I don't find it, to be honest, accurate or comfortable for me. If you found it comfortable, nothing wrong with it. You can just do whatever you want with your analysis. But right now, I'm just looking for another potential green bar tomorrow, which is going to be a fantastic morning star pattern, which is going to be a sharp sell-off, gap down doji bar. And if we see a green bar with gap potential tomorrow, that's going to initiate a rally, another rally potentially to 58 or even 5,900 down the road for the next week. And that would be very, very interesting to watch how market is going to react tomorrow. Moving on to the Nasdaq. Nasdaq is the same pattern. We just got a wave down, filling this gap. So this is kind of like gap window, gap fill here, 19,784. And right now it just closed at a 19,798. Let's see if we see some kind of like a bullish momentum tomorrow. If we see a bullish momentum recapturing 20,000 on a weekly close, that would be fantastic. Kind of like a close for a weekly, and we may tackle to another higher high to 20,600, which is important pivotal point for me. Dow Jones is the same. It just have a nice rally to the upside, but coming down. Look at the correction in Dow Jones. This is very small. It's kind of like a very technical setup here. So we see this supply area. Just on top of it, there is another supply area. So Dow hits a very strong resistance here around 42,800. That's why it rejected to the downside. So 42,000, if we keep above this pivotal point, which is going to be 41,600, that's very, very important, because Dow can have like a correction, maximum correction for the next tackle to 43,000. So let's see how it goes with Dow Jones. I would say market is kind of like a poised for another rally to the upside, but let's see how it goes tomorrow. Bitcoin, nice bullish consolidation, like bull flag here. So this is very, very nice if you just form a trend line here. So I'm going to show you here. This is a nice trend line. And you see that the Bitcoin is forming a very nice bullish consolidation here. Let me make a thicker trend line here. You can see that. So if we get above this, I would say 92,000, 94,000. That's the area that I'm looking at. If we get above this, I would say Bitcoin can get to 110,000. So we'll see how it goes. Ethereum is the same, lagging, but the formation is kind of like a getting on the bull side rather than bear side. But Ethereum has lots of resistance here. Look at that, 2,500, 2,800, 2,900. Huge resistance. Look at this wide range bar here. So even if Ethereum goes to this area, we need to get close, a weekly close above 2,900. Right now we are at 2,000. So that's another 900, which is going to be 40%. And even after that 40% upside, we can say, okay, we are getting bullish in Ethereum because that can lead Ethereum price to new all-time high. Right now, I don't see any kind of like a pattern like that. Bond yield just getting down today, so it's kind of like a forming a choppy. We may see another tackle to 420, but bond yield is getting below 4% today, just at 3.99. And just forming very small bull flag here. We may see another tackle to 410. We'll see how it goes. TLT Treasury, just the gap down today. And going down, this is kind of like a high, low, lower high, and lower low here on a Treasury. So we will see if Treasury goes down more to 87, 86, the lots of demands are coming down the road. Moving on to VIX. VIX is just popping today and confirming yesterday price action. We may see some kind of like another pop to $20, but that would be weak. And that would be kind of like a sell, I would say, because VIX is not bottom yet. So we just got into wide range bar here. So that's why people are just getting back to VIX. This is going to be for short-term buy, but eventually I think VIX is going to go lower because the stock market has more room to go to the upside. If you ask me, Dixie just getting to the downside today. So when Dixie is down, I would say money is getting out of dollar and it's just going to commodity stock market, etc. So this is kind of like a bullish news for the stock market. Apple just forming a nice bull flag here. Look at that, 223. I would say Apple can hit at this area, which is going to be 230. Amazon is just forming a positive candle today after yesterday sell-off. Meta is forming Dragonfly Doji. Actually, this is gravestone Doji, not Dragonfly. This is gravestone Doji on this gap. So we may see a reversal pattern coming tomorrow. Microsoft are nicely just getting back to the upside today. This is very interesting. So you see that divergence in the stocks and the other names are coming back to the market. Google is weak, going down. But I think Google is just finishing its correction. This is stock right now fundamentally is very cheap. And if you just look at the PEG ratio, look at the forward PE, look at the fundamental fair value price, this is very cheap. And the growth is for this stock is huge. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to Netflix, nice pop today, forming a bullish consolidation. Tesla, just like gravestone doji. Actually, it was kind of like a very nice positive candle today, but just a manage positive compared to yesterday, still above 273, which is bullish. As long as we are above 269, 270, we are bullish. And also the pattern forms here as like a bull flag. So if this bull flag triggers to the upside, I would say 309 to 325 is coming down the road. SMH just going down today to this gap, and we may see buyers are coming back soon. SOX actually is not favorable pattern. We take out this low, which is not a good sign for SOX. Taiwan Semiconductor just going down today, testing this. I would say Taiwan can go down to 155 for a next potential buying opportunity. That would be a very nice buying opportunity if you ask me. AMD just going down but forming positive. I would say AMD is forming a reverse head and shoulder. And this is kind of like the pattern that I'm looking at, but the confirmation is we shouldn't take out this low and we should get back to the bullish momentum like this. And if that happens, that would be a nice reverse head and shoulder, and we can get to potential 140, which is going to be this supply area. And we are breaking above this trend line. That means we are getting bullish, not bearish at all. So I'm kind of like staying positive on this one, despite of today's sell-off. NVIDIA Dragonfly Gravestone Doji here. I know we take out this low yesterday, but today we just got into this gap, and NVIDIA is cheap as well. So if NVIDIA goes below 120, I would say that's going to be kind of like an investor buying opportunity. Below 96, that's a great buying opportunity if you ask me. Texas Instrument just forming a nice hammer. Even after hours, it goes higher. This is kind of like a positive for semi area. Lamb Research, the same pattern, going down to gap fill 74, but it can go higher to the higher price, $78, $80. That's the huge area to look at. XLF, which is financial spider, doji bar here after yesterday. Sell off still, this gap could be opportunity to sell. KBE, the same pattern, just going down for a higher low. We can get to 56. KRE, the same pattern here. It can go to $60. JP Morgan, just a hit this nice gap window here, 254. Getting to the downside, I would say this is a gap at 240 to 44. That's the area that we can see some kind of like a buyers coming back. Goldman Sachs, the same pattern here. Bank of America just going down, tested this trend line. If we get back to the upside, I would say this gap is going to be the target around 44. Wells Fargo, the same here. If we get back to the upside, this is going to be the gap. Actually, we tested here 75, but we can go to 78. GDX, nice pop today, new all-time high for GDX, at least a very, very nice scenario today. So GDX, they just got into new all-time high, 45.76. Pretty good pattern for GDX. GDXJ, the same pattern, just going higher as well. So this is fantastic. Gold miners actually are hitting higher, and precious metals are going up. I didn't cover gold and silver today, but all of them had a fantastic move. Surge today because dollar just got weak. AEM just getting back to the upside nicely. Look at that. So this is a huge pattern to the upside. Nice pullback, getting back to the upside. Newmont is just forming for $50 to $51. Gold Barrick, the same pattern here. It just popped today, and the 2141 is coming down the road. XLE just going down today. It's just a corrective move, I would say, within this bullish momentum. Let it go down to 91, then it can just reversing back to the upside. Exxon, just a bullish consolidation, nothing more. We are just getting to this supply area, so that's why market is reacting to this area. And Chevron is the same. We just got above 166. Can you imagine 166 consolidating? Let it stays there about 160. That's pretty bullish on a monthly chart. So we'll see how it goes. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.